It's Carter, man. It's Sunday evening. And, a thought occurred to me. Actually, it burrowed its way in because it's been on the surface for quite some time now. As I have observed Kamala Harris in this campaign, particularly in recent weeks as her euphoria has worn down and she's returned to earth. It's something that, as I tell you this, one day we'll know for sure. There's no way of knowing for sure now because the media will cover up every bit of it, the mainstream, the lickspittle media, and it may take years for the full truth to come out. But I want to suggest something to you. As I say, it's based on years of experience. Quite bluntly, frankly, candidly, I think Kamala Harris is an alcoholic. I'm just telling you. And you may say, well, how can you judge such a thing? I used to be one. It was 23 years ago. Actually, I spent about 5 years as a functional drunk. Thank God I went to AA. They say go to 90 meetings in 90 days. I went to 270 meetings in 270 days and kept going. And I haven't had a drink in 23 years. But I saw a lot of alcoholism, including my own, during those days of continually being at AA, virtually every day. And there are certain earmarks, telltale signs. I was reminded of it just a few minutes ago. Let me read you something. I'm going to read you something on a post somebody did on Free Republic. By the way, freerepublic.com is your very best source of news and commentary on the internet. And the gentleman had written, I'm going to read it to you now, okay? That there's no reasoning with a chronic alcoholic. She's giddy and joyful 1 minute, then a downturn, and she exhibits rage and indecisiveness. Think about it. Giddy, joyful, and then the Bret Baier interview when she would fly into rage. And we're told by her staff that 92% of them quit while she was vice president because of her flying into rage at the drop of a hat. She never accepts criticism, never, and never admits she's wrong. I mean, think about it. Point blank questions to her that would be easy to just say, yeah, we got it wrong at the beginning on immigration. We got it wrong on inflation, on the myriad things. Never. Alcoholics never admit that they're wrong. Just never admit that they're wrong. It's part and parcel of who they are. And he says, that's chemical, this poster on Free Republic, that's chemical dependency in a nutshell. And then he adds, and she's a drunk. I happen to think it's true. Add to that the too often dirty hair, the alcohol. I'm telling you these things from experience. Alcohol, it's tough to keep your hair clean for some reason, okay? And look at her hair. So often it's got that greasy texture to it, all right? Just everything about her carriage, her behavior, her countenance, right? I think this woman has a problem. The fact that she has phonied it her life. Let me tell you something. If you don't know it, you're going to know it now. Alcoholics are the best actors in the world, okay? Most of them I was in AA with fooled the world, for many cases for years on end. Fooled their families for a while. I mean, eventually it catches up with you, but they live a lie. They live a lie. And doesn't that just kind of define Kamala Harris? Her whole life is a lie. She's never really accomplished anything and lies even about things that are inconsequential. Another sign of an alcoholic. I worked at McDonald's. Come on, McDonald's now sold, 4 times? Well, we have no record of that. McDonald's keeps pretty meticulous records. So I think that's what we have here. And if I'm right, here's my prediction. You're going to see continual self-dissolution over the next couple of weeks, okay? Her self-destructive behavior will get worse and worse, and we'll see the woman continue to dwindle down. You see the other day when she had Lizzo stand up at her rally in Michigan and tell the whole world that if you elect Kamala, she's going to make the whole country like Detroit. Well, there's a lovely promise. But Kamala came on and spoke for 6 minutes and 30 seconds. That was all she could do. What the heck? She didn't show up for anything. You know, one of the great drunks of all time, thank God he sobered up at the end, was George Jones, the greatest country singer in history, in my opinion. Remember what his nickname was? No-Show Jones. Well, we got No-Show Kamala here. All right, and I think it's because we also have a drunk on our hands. So there you have it. We'll see if I'm right or wrong, but kind of mark it down, and sooner or later we'll find out the truth. All right, we'll find out the truth.